We're back. We're trying to figure this out still, but that's okay. Um, Suffice to say, we've solved. So, this first one, which is they're both disabled. That one works just fine. We go to the here, 0, 0. It works okay. We still need to disable the torso in that one. So let's go ahead and duplicate this. Don't like that it's called shirt back. Node, add. Okay. Put that there. And go ahead and add in the torso here. Bam. Oh. All right. What else we got? Upper arm. Actually, let's go ahead and torso. That's perfect. These ones we want to include. It should have worked. Here. All right. So better. Okay. And now delete jacket. So that is here. This one. We need on 0, 1 to add the jacket in there. Smooth. Just fucking move this over. Gotcha. This one. Delete the jacket. Delete the shirt. So 1, 1. All right. Thank God. That wasn't a reach the end. Trying to figure this shit out. Pants 2 need to be switched. Yay, we're done. All right. So now we have created a system to control the visibility of certain items on the character. I am a little surprised with the performance here. Oh, one other thing too. We go in here, select the jacket, hide it. Then we'll go here to these vertex groups, delete chest, or delete shirt. Better. Okay. Just fixing that little gap there. Next, what we need to do move textures into here. That might be why it's so slow. It's just the tech. Oh, no. No. I'm going to copy that and paste it here. And go ahead and delete all these meta files. Back to Blender. Go here. Second outfit, shading. Control T or Alt T, Shift T. Man, what was it? Shift T, Control Shift T. Hmm. All right. And lastly, we want to take a transparent BSDF, mix that with current shader using attribute, attribute hidden. What was it? I think it's just hidden, or it's in the geometry itself. I have to go here, copy to shading. Just look at the other material really quick. Attribute geometry hidden factor. And swap those. All right. And that way, when we go to our toggle, we have the delete geometry, which we can swap. So it deletes through the material instead of the geometry. But in order to do that, we do need to assure that our second outfit does have alpha clip enabled. Even see some stuff clipping on through. Why? Why? That's that looks like it's from the shirt. So select. Oh yeah. Wait. Shirt back. Select. Sure looks like it should be deleting everything. Why do I see something here? Because that's not the shirt. That is the body. Let's go ahead and hide this. Go to the body. Select. Let's set this to faces. Select. So it's between these two. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and. Ooh, a follow from Space Alien Fox. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. We're working on getting some material stuff squared away on this character. It looks like we're pretty much got there. All right. So now we go back to our toggle here. We can turn these off. Delete these ones. Take that outfit back. We can even swap to the other pants. That. Wait, no. Delete, undelete. Okay. Perfect. Fun. Powerful. Probably not something we'll want to do, but still. It is possible to do. Looks like we're also missing some right there. What is that? Ah, I know. What did that? I know. What did that? So we'll select the shirt, invert the selection, hide everything else. Go to delete shirt front, select, and select the back one. And we can see we're missing this. So this chunk will not disappear. So what do we select this again? We invert the selection. We go to vertices and we shrink the selection 1 and assign that to the front. Perfect. All right. All right. That took a while, but I'm pretty proud of what we did. Pretty proud. I'm take some sip of my kombucha. And this will be a lot easier for me when I do this later, because I think moving forward, I will be offering this as part of my commission package. And the fun part is, at any point, if you need to decide, hey, this version is the one I'm going to stick with, it is possible to simply apply it. Okay, so let's save a backup copy. I'm going to say Blender version done. Save. All right, now I could go here to Takla, take this, and just, okay, there we go. Okay. And then I just need to update this with notes. Version 2. I have updated the one file to include the new outfit. In this new version of the file, all toggles are found on the modifier stack. There are no toggles anywhere else. The toggles themselves are straightforward. The delete geometry option requires some explanation. When it is off, 0, the shaders on the character are what will toggle the visibility of the section. So when it is on 1, the geometry will actually, of those sections, will actually be removed. This is a subtle. Actually, I need to check. I go here, sweat it to geometry, and do. Oh, this way. Okay. The delete geometry option requires explanation. When it is off, 0, shaders on the character will toggle the visibility sections. When it is on, 1, the geometry of those sections will be removed. Visually, this looks the same. But one benefit of this is that you can apply the modifier with the delete geometry enabled. This will permanently remove the toggled sections from the mesh. This is very useful for an animation where he will be wearing only one set of clothing. Performance is slow while the modifier is enabled. So applying it will speed it up. All right. You can also temporarily disable it by this icon on the modifier. All right. So that should be good. Oh, and updated version has been sent to the Google Drive. Notes have also been added. Oh. Payment. Perfect. All right. So save, done, on to Lunathal. All right, so for the nose here, we want to kind of mimic this. There's a little groove up top, and then it kind of curves down. So let's get that made. So if we raise this straight up, we could use this as the groove. That gets a little difficult. And then we want to bring the front down a little ways. I'm not going to do it as quite as extreme as the extreme, quite as much as that drawing, but it'd be a good way to add a little bit of it. I think if we crease this too much. Oh no. There we go. I like that. Just a little bit of a, would that be a septum? Either way. A little bit of form there. I want it to still be a little bit more flush with the shape of the face. But it feels good. I think we'd need another cut to really get that curve. I like that curve though. I like that curve. Yeah. Yeah. So I'd like to mimic this little structure here. We get the nice little knuckle, and then it curves down. We're already pretty close to that, but I think one of the main differences is just that angle of it, right? This is like much lower. Let's make sure the curvature doesn't change too much. Something like that. It's a little bit more by speed. That looks a lot closer to what I'm seeing there. We're going to also subtract it once. Move this over, rotate. Um, I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. I'm going to dissolve this edge, then take this section here and rip it so we can create a little create the same thing but a little nicer. It's a more natural transition there. Nice. Okay. Now looking at the part under it, I guess the palm, because it does look like a hand or something. This section should go like this, right? There should be like another little space for these wings. And it kind of has an upward curve. Actually, I will do the same thing I just did right here. We're going to rip that, move it down, and then bridge it, cut it, and close it. Because it's just enough of a change that getting that circle to line up perfectly will be nigh impossible. But this will give us what we're looking for. All right. Now, for these sections. So we're going to have 3 tubes. 3 tubes. Just going to cut it, or I'm going to cut it and then make sure it's flattened as much as possible. Then we'll rip it, move it over, bridge, and do another cut. Then one more. So then we have 1, 2, 3, the 3 sections we are looking for. I think we could also have 1, 3. If I did one more cut, I think. I don't know how many cuts I want to do there. It's pretty dense when it comes to the geometry. Okay. So I do this, I'll have 8. Generally, I like to have 8 edges or 8 vertices for each cylindrical object, but just with how dense it is already, I think we're going to make do with 6. So these will be hexagons instead. And we'll make this one just a little bit bigger. Try to line them up correctly. Then extrude them. And actually, before extrude, let's sphere them here. And then extrude them. And then shrink them. All right. So they're all pretty even. It's not a lot of spacing differences. They kind of all end at the same spot for the most part. All right, let's go here, then curve this way, a little bit bigger. 0.8, we'll rotate. So like that. Oh, I feel beat up today. Oh, a closed chat. Sorry about that. Camera, dragon, yeah. Silent. Hi. Thank you for fixing the Pearson UVs. Hey, no problem at all. Happy to help out there. Yeah, looking at that, I was like, that is not how I wanted them to be. um, it is interesting that so basically it's a little hard to explain without visually showing it, but they the new version of DPS, or it appears that you can just kind of swap out the mesh on the DPS, like with whatever you want. You just drop in the new mesh. So I think that's what I'll be doing for the future. It's kind of like a cheat. Like I didn't actually go through the DPS process to set up the new one. I just replaced the mesh, and it worked, which I was very thankful for because that was kind of a quick fix. But I just want to mention that in case that there's anything too odd you encounter. Dragon. Okay. Oh. Looks like you got a lot of references. Yes, we're jam packed in here. The nice part about them is you can turn off the back of them, so they can be there without kind of getting in the way. Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes they're definitely in the way. All right. So we did most of the big grooves for the mesh, which is cool. The tail is relatively straightforward for the most part. We want to make it a bit thicker and then definitely have that nice taper towards the end. And then the spikes. So those will be the main things to make for this. So we'll scale that up a little bit. Heh, get it scaled. And that should work pretty nicely. And then not that thin, but decently. Just continue to extrude the back too and shrink it. A little too much of a taper. Just a little bit more even. Oh, my arm hurts. I keep going. I keep wondering what's going on, but that's because I worked out. Self-inflicted pain. Kitty Street. Where is she? Lux. Ah, she's actually passed out. I was gonna bring her in here, but she is down for the count. Classic cat move. Sleep. Oh. Now for the front of the leg here, I'm just going to kind of flatten it a little bit. Yeah, I like that. Gives it a bit more of a nice look. Now for the hands, there's not much difference between what I have. They're very human for the most part, except for the claws. So, and the claws are quite large. They're not like fingernails. They do kind of, it's like the whole tip. It's not just like the top. It's like if the bone is going forward. So we will have to adjust. Feel free to use one of the screenshot refs for the hand as well. Okay. Chunky. They're a bit different than the ref sheet. So would you prefer hands like these then? These larger ones? Gotcha. Oh, yeah, so it's basically the whole front if I'm just kind of continues. Whoop. Oh, whoopsie, whoopsie. Okay. So we're going to take this middle section and delete like that. Then a little cleanup is involved, getting rid of these little loops. All right, so we want to make sure our spacing is okay. I'm just going to try to level these out visually. That while we're working on them. Okay. Got a meeting to go to. Sounds good. Hope it goes well. It actually looks like there's only two joints, right? That just me? Is there, unless the claws articulate, one joint, two joint, and then the tip. So should I delete this like that? Then move these forward. It's kind of like this, but it's now for our fingers. What is the best way to okay. Oh. All right, I gotta run to the restroom really quick. Take some ibuprofen. Just feel beat up. All right, so it has this little spike on the knuckle. All right, so to do that, we would need it to be need to either rip some geometry out. Yeah, that'd be best. So to do that, take these points and we rip them. All right, just one at a time then. Just that point, or maybe instead it would be yeah, just that point. That. All right. So now that we have that, we can just go ahead and close them all and crease them. Interesting that that's actually really good geometry. Anyway, crease these ones with the vertex crease. Boom. Then maybe just move them down. Just that. Just get a nice little curve from them. And then take tops here. I'm going to level them because I feel like it. Okay. Then let's the ref again. Can't quite tell. I think they're kind of raised up a ways. Boom. Kind of like that. So point two, add the normals in. Well, add the normals in. Not yet. That. That's what they kind of look like. All right. And then the palm, what would that be? Pad, knuckle pad is pretty big. Kind of like that, I would say. And the knuckles themselves, what can we do about that? All right. Then now if we kind of move these ones down, oops, like this. A little bit more contrast between those. All right, that's looking pretty good. Let's match this side now. Maybe just one final thing. make this section just a little bit small. Yeah. The index might be a little bit too far out. In fact, I think that I would rather move all the other ones out this way. That feels a little bit more realistic to me. Or like how a hand actually works. Uh, yeah. All right. So now 0.2, switch back to normals, F, I, crease. Don't think that's quite how they look. They're more, well, a little bit of a curve. Pretty close. Pretty close. It's going to be a big hand. I think I'm going to make him a little bit smaller. Just so they're not. Just so it doesn't feel like you're wearing boxing gloves. A follow. Thank you, Chanel28. Shanae28 for the follow. Very appreciated. We're working on a VR chat avatar right now. Feel free to hang out, ask questions, or lurk to your heart's content. We're just chilling today, as we do every day. It's a chill stream. How do I rip this one properly? Like that. H. Bring these back together at center. Close that. Crease it. Vertex crease the corners. I'm gonna move them down. I probably should cut these spots right here just so the topology doesn't fold on itself. Then Is it kind of funny? Is it just me? It's just a little hard to manipulate. And then what if I do that? That didn't help at all. All right, then we'll do that. And then this. That should kind of give the shape we need. All right. So crease this. Excuse me. Goodness. Wow. Gross. Man, this kombucha makes me sneeze for some reason. Whoa. It's a little bit different than the other ones, but pretty close. It just doesn't want to. All right, that looks pretty cool though. It'd be nice to have this a little bit sharper, right on the knuckle, like that. Too much. Too much. So ended 45 minutes early. Hey. Oh, thank you. Rawr. Yeah, that feels pretty close. Let's see. Let's move. Oops. Just want to move it down. And kind of place them back on. Actually, before I do that, let's make a backup copy. Because if we ever want to come back to that, it's nice to have them in this position. All right. So kind of. Pretty close. They look pretty awesome, though. Amazing back scratches. We need another cut along all of these. Just gotta be careful. Would be difficult to pick your nose. All right, now we do have this little dew claw. Dew claw. Right here. Let's get that going. I think we'll need to move that down as much as we can. Dew claw may not be the right word. It kind of hooks back. Well, dew claw is actually a pretty apt word, but it's not quite the same position. I'm gonna scale that and then, whoa. And for the most part, it merges back pretty seamlessly. So scale this in and move it in like that so we get just a nice smooth curve. Kombucha time. Then, and should I do another cut along there? I feel like it doesn't quite have enough geometry right now. But I don't really want to do another cut like that because it feels like too much. Would prefer to find some clever solution. I think what I'll do is I'll rip this. No, take that back. Because yeah, that's only 6. I want just at least 2 more vertices. What I think I could do is take these two, rip them like that, and then just connect them. Boom. And now that's 8. All right. Pretty good. Now for the groin here. Groin. Just want it to look a little bit cleaner. Right now it's kind of smooth. Just something like that. A little bit more squarish. And we'll move this little tip in. And nope, not that one. These ones should come down a little bit smoother. That looks better. All right. Now we have a little interesting conundrum. How to do the the leather for the wings. Ooh. But before that, let's go ahead and just combine this. And we'll probably put a seam here. Okay. For our wings, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take this little spot right here, put our cursor there. So I can select all this stuff here. We're just going to curve it that way. And then we're actually going to do the same here as well. So just have a little bit more kind of outward angle. Match it a little bit closer to the reference we have here. So I don't like how flat they are from the side. It'd be nice to just have a little bit of curvature, a little bit of form to them. So that's what we're trying to do here. And we'll just dissolve these real quick. Just to make sure they get that same sort of bend. Then maybe right here too. All right, that feels a little bit nicer. All right. Now for our tail, I'm going to cut it in half. Perfect. And then attach it to the body. So we can merge these two All right, looking good. Let's get the wing. Actually, just combine them too. Perfect. Maybe we can dissolve this one. All right. We want oh, we may have to redo the wings. Not the wings, but the wing leather. So I'm thinking about the best way to do it. I could see a few different ways, but let's go with one for now. So we'll hit Shift Tab and set this to volume so I can just point at these, put it in the right spot. We also need to select the edge here and crease. I guess we just crease the whole edge. Crease. It's only so effective. Yeah, I'm exhausted today. The other thought is that we extract a mesh from the wings and connect it directly to the same mesh. But I don't think I want to do that. Okay. A reference. Let's make the mouth. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 teeth, top and bottom. We'll do cube, subdivide, delete the bottom, shrinky dink, one extrusion. That will be all we can do. And then do that. So we get a nice sharp dinosaur tooth. All right. Then we'll add a mirror and we'll point it at the object so we can do that. Now, mine is a little bit too sharp. A little bit more like that. Nice wide base, move it back, give a little bit of curve. I like it. And then, so there's definitely 4 in this front section. some water. Okay, actually, yeah, I want coffee right here. That'll wake me up. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's hard to see. Teeth. Them two first. Now, how are these teeth aligned in here? Kind of hard to say. Aligning might not even be the right word. But they're certainly a little bit bigger at the back. All right, sorry to be so quiet. Just getting a little tired today. I always get tired sometime around 3. It's so consistent. Some sort of blood sugar thing. I don't know. When it hits 3 o'clock, I'm bound to get tired some way. Now, there was one specific feature of the mouth that I didn't make yet, which is the little webbing here in the corner of the mouth. I am very excited to make that. But I will have to puzzle it out. So, have to crease this spot. Boom, 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 boom. And then I'm going to delete those vertices. Yeah. Close them like that. I suppose like that. That should be a good start to the webbing. I'll have to polish it later once gotcha. No, we didn't quite finish it there. All right. This is a jump right here. I feel like this should align. Then we can run a cut all the way to the back. I don't think we even need to. But that should give us the little webbing we're looking for. All right. Pretty straightforward. So now what we're going to start on is the armor. Or clothing. And we'll go ahead and start that now. We'll make a circle of 8, mirror it, and subdivide. So we have these little chunks of armor on the feet. Let's start with those. They do go over the little dew claw. Get a downward angle on both sides. We'll do it like that. And perhaps we should scale it this way and this way. All right. Then we've got these sleeves, which are 2 parts actually. It's a little upper arm, and then this looks like it's just above the elbow. Right on the elbow, just slightly above the elbow. Okay, so go ahead and duplicate this, delete it, and inside it make that same circle again. Something like that. Before I scale it. So, do extrude that, Shift D, and then extrude like that. That will be interesting to rig. And then this sleeve goes here. Something to that effect. Oh, I'm going to go to the restroom really quick. Sorry to be so back and forth on my work today, but I'll be back. Ay, caramba. I'm back. Ready to attack.
Hey.
Why does my arm have to be so sore? All right. Gonna make another circle, but this one will be 16 vertices. And we won't mirror it for now, but this will be the scarf we're starting. Now for that scarf, it's interesting because it goes off to one side. It may look a little bit odd in 3D for it to do that exact curve because it kind of starts on the right shoulder and then goes to the left side. And let's see. And there's the wings to consider too. So it would have to go just down the middle. I think that's the only way for that to happen. I could add a cloth. That'd be fun. Let's see. Better farmants. Because usually people use fizz bones. Technically, I could use a cloth for 50 verts. It's not a crazy amount. Oh. Neutral on that. Neutral on that. Because that could get. It's a little harder to control than a fizz bone. A lot less control than a fizz bone. And I'd still have to set up a lot of colliders for it to not hit stuff. But generally, what it's going to be like. This. What? I love my cat. Lux. Let's do 3 cuts, move that one. This one up to the side. Generally, this is what it would look like. But it may have a very tough time being in that spot. Because there's a lot going on back there. Alternatively, we could throw it on the front or kind of over one shoulder. Maybe like this. Um, um, um. Where'd that other reference go? Did I delete it? No, it's right here. So we'll work on other aspects for now. But that may be a slight challenge. Because it's in a It's in a very, there's a lot going on his back. So we'll come back to that. What I'd like to focus on now are the is the tail. So what is going on there? Why is it doing that? Okay, so there are 1, 2, 4, 6 bumps on the back, and they go about less than halfway. So we'll have one, we'll have a few. What's the best way to do this? I could make another shape to put in the back or onto the tail. Oh, we're missing one spike on the elbow. I will have to remember that. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 6. It's a little dense, but it should work. I. It's too much spacing there. Okay, so we'll go display 2. You can always dissolve them. Okay. So now we have this front one, boom, boom, eye, back, boom, boom, boom. That's 5, so 6. That looks about right, spacing wise. Yeah. Then go ahead and delete these ones here. Take these edges and just make sure they're still at 0, which they are. They are. All right. Now, take that, move it up. And we're going to crease. Whoa. My mouse just died. Yeah. Get that recharged. And we'll crease, extrude, decrease. Dang it, I should have done that. Then delete these. Done. No, just kidding. So they're just kind of a shark fin. That's the kind of shape we're looking at. To do that, we'll just do this. That reminds me of dough. So to do that properly, though, we will want to take these ones and just do a little cut to make sure we're getting the proper topology. Otherwise, it's going to do some funky stuff. All right. Next, I'd like to go ahead and add seams to these. First of all, that will make them easier to select. Actually, 2 SY, Y, Y. All right. So those look pretty good. Now, I'm going to turn the mirror back on. Select them again. We'll do this way. Can't really shrink them that way too much. But we've got some fins, claw fins. Oh, baby. Okay. So, crease those. That's okay, actually. That's okay, because we're going to have the band flip with the arm, and we're going to hide the topology in there. So that will be nice and simple. Now, looking at the band on the front, it kind of goes up in a V shape on both the top and bottom from the front, and just the top on the back. So we'll want to add a vertex crease to really get it to be that proper. Oh, actually, this one doesn't need it, so it'll do that. G, G. This one. So we want it to be nice and sharp. Perfect. And then we will take this. It's the easiest way to do this. I think we take this side. Oh wait, let's do the back. Back the arm. It's kind of like that. All right. Let's do a cut here just to get a little bit of form. And then we'll select that and this, set it to 0.2 fill, and then normal and extrude. So we do that now. Yeah, shrink it a little bit. Then extrude. Perfect. And then we can do indent, shrink quite a ways, and delete that interior section. Perfect. Next, we will do a cut here, slide that up, do a cut here, slide that up. Select both, crease them fully, Alt S to shrink them in, and get that band we're looking for. Looks like it should be a bit bigger. All right, so let's back up even further, extrude. About there. Yeah, that looks good. We just have to be pretty careful about make sure it still fits on the arm. All right, now take this and this one, bevel, and the interior face, Alt S to bring it in. Take the whole thing, scale it up one more time. Then these faces, this one is just so much bigger. Curses. Even extra. I must have had the bevel set to 3. All right, first band done. Next, the cloth portion. All right, take both edges and crease them, fill them, move them, extrude them, then indent them. That one I don't need, but we will extrude this one airways as well. Delete this one, we'll just scale until it's hidden, and then delete. All right. Now, rather than scaling the other one in, this time I'm going to select this edge and do face extrude along normals. I should have done that on the last one. It's a little simple. Don't tell. Then we'll dissolve. Boom. Eyeball. All right. One thing though is there is a little design here, and it looks like it has a slight like V to it. So I'm going to go ahead and redo this section. And what we'll do is extrude this, dissolve corners. So we get this nice little V shape. Decrease this one. That down. Nice. And then there's also, again, the little chunk, which should be basically right here. Should be like a little V shape. Okay. To do that, we'll select this and we'll extrude. Without that. Fill, extrude, delete the fill. And on this side, we can just go ahead and merge at last. Actually, okay. All right. Maybe a little bit different. I should have done this. I should have kept those corners. Boom. That doesn't matter. Gotcha. I see how to do it. Just M at last. Solve this whole line. Okay. And I can crease this one, decrease this one. Vertex crease on that corner. One more cut here just to fill this in. Then take this outer loop, fill, extrude, delete the fill. Oh, an extra vertex here. Fill, extrude, delete the fill, actually crease, and delete the fill. Then we select the band, including this one. We do face, extrude along normals. Perfect. Okay, so that's basically exactly what we want, except I realized I'm missing it on the bottom. Fuck. So to do that, we're going to take this section, duplicate it, flip it, move it down, rotate it. Kind of line it up. And then delete that section. I'm just going to snap it into place. Right. This part here got awkward because it's still creased strongly. That's trying to be too clever. Back up a little bit. So all right. Funky, but it worked. Subdivision is really hard because it usually looks like something like what your end result's going to be while you're working on it, which makes it pretty darn challenging to work on because you just have to kind of know what you want out of it while you're working on it. All right, and then we'll take this again, extrude it in, shrink it, delete. We did it though. We did it. That was a challenge. Let me get some water. I'll be right back. Excuse me. All right. So I don't need that border, but I'll still fill an indent and delete the indent. Then this other shape here, which is basically this, extruded. Oh, thank you. I'm glad to hear that. Get into the fun stuff, all the armor right now. I mean, it's all fun, but armor's always kind of its own reward. It's like a reward. Then indent this, extrude it back in, take the corners. Oh. I think I need to indent this further. To think on that a little bit. Let's get the shape looking a little bit nicer before we continue. Put a cut there so we can kind of curve it. All right. Perfect. Then, this needs to be lower. That's why it looks funny. Let's crease it. It looks softer than this. We'll come back to that. Come back to that. Let's go ahead and start one more mirrored subdivision. Leave that back on. What is that? Is that the chest poking through? Some sort of. What is that? Well, it's not just me. Ah, gotcha. There we go. Now, actually, the shape here really should be like that. All right. And then I'll take one of these, decrease it for now, and go ahead and start making these feathers. I think we'll make them all together. So we'll do that, that, and that. Did I connect that somehow? Oh, that's the diamond. Okay. Leave that alone right there. All right. So let's focus on it by itself. We'll just close up these gaps. Now, for these, do they have a central groove? Let's look at the other reference. This one. Okay, so they do. Shing, shing, shing. Very sharp. Oh, and these actually combine. Hmm. All right. Man, it's so windy outside. Nuts. I think it's like a garbage truck when I moved here, like passing by. I don't know if that's like a conventional measure of sound, level of garbage truck sound. All right. The groove. They're kind of groovy. Actually, I'm going to try something. If I invert that selection, hide that, and then I select all these and I go, oh, linear. Move them out like this. All right. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. Okay, y'all. We got 5 more minutes. And then I'm going to go take a nap or something. I'm tired. It's been a long day, but progress has been good. We are quite a bit farther into the modeling of Lunathal. I think we'll finish all the modeling tomorrow and probably get to tech straight. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that, Silik. I'm enjoying this quite a bit as well. And just for fun, I'll slap some colors on there just so it's a little bit easier to see. Looks dope though. The hands came out really well. Some might need a little bit more work just to match the size and spikiness. But he's gonna look good. Oh, I can't wait to rig him. That'll be so satisfying to move him around. But all right, I am going to call it here for today. Hey, a follow. Thank you, Armandi. Emmer Monday. A Mr. Monday. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. And Silik, thanks for hanging out with me today. Same to you, Kai. Same to you as well. Oh my goodness, my words. Thank you all for hanging out today. Sorry for getting stuck on that geometry nodes problem. Glad we're past that. But now, from here on out, we'll just be doing some modeling. Oh, thank you, Mr. Mondilo. Thank you for the following. You did just catch me at the end of my stream, so I certainly appreciate you following. But I'll be back tomorrow. I stream from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. during the week, pretty much Monday through Friday. I might be throwing an evening stream in every now and then, so keep an eye out for that. But yeah, if anyone else would like to hit that follow button, wink, wink, winky, blinky. But certainly appreciate you coming by, Mr. Monty Law. Hopefully, we'll catch you sometime soon. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. And yeah, it's been a good Wednesday. Bye, everyone. Bye. Same to you, Silik. Enjoy the rest of your day. Y'all take it easy. See you very soon. Bye, everyone.